usually take 1 or 2. Ask the video guys. The outline of your thoughts. Usually take 1 or 2.
Think most time about it.
If the coach throws me out, they will not.
Thank you.
Kesha's management even yelled the hell at me.
Because we don't need
Like, I don't know what it is, junior security past like 2 weeks and I got yelled at. And like, I just sat down this time. Last time I started, I got yelled at. But like,
I never turn the ringer on my cell phone. Even when I'm not, because I'm always going to forget something.
like this regular, there was like this here. And like, there's like station next to me. It was weird.
So this is very important.
Yeah. I usually don't shoot basketball. I usually shoot this stuff.
Political stuff?
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta, so I've lived in the East for a while.
So, I should do that.
Oh, cool. That's fine.
He was.
I'm trying to get a pass right now.
Oh, okay.
I work for newspapers, and then we were, because we're affiliated with the
Which one do you work with?
The Voice. Because we're affiliated with Georgetown, I don't think we're allowed to go.
Go in the drill?
Yeah.
Oh, no, just apply for a day pass.
Yeah, that, I'm gonna do that when
They're not, it's not that hard to get.
the public hearings next week, I'm trying to get one.
Jeff Kemp in charge. They want it's called the Senate photography stuff. Just apply for it. If you have decent reason, it's easier if you have a specific thing you're going to.
It's not just general stuff, I wanna be there for this, so that's what I need it for my work. But I think we're also gonna do it for work on it, so. Do they ever like cut, they usually, I'm guessing, don't cut it off.
There are only a few where they limit access, but the ones coming up.
I'll just leave it for it.
Yeah, you can sit anywhere you want. It's a very informative.
Just looking to like settle in here, just like.
So, I mean, the Voice is LA?
Georgetown Voice, the Georgetown Voice is just, they just cover like. It's like a school. I wanted that to cover more of the stuff, so I have a way of.
I thought you said you're from LA.
Nah, I'm from Atlanta, but I just moved up here to
Oh,
Georgetown.
Atlanta or LA?
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta, I remember you. My name is Chip.
Nathan, nice to meet you. So who are you with?
Well, I'm shooting for the Georgetown.
Oh, the Georgetown Voice is just a school.
Oh,
Which makes it harder.
we're not school.
Yeah. No, it makes it harder to get press passes because we're technically affiliated with an institution.
How many school newspapers are there?
2 series on.
One series.
Surprised they don't.
I read your article.
We have a, oh, actually, I'm not with them today, actually. Usually I am.
You do the football?
Not yet. I've been wanting to, but my boss, he was here tonight, so I actually worked for something called Thompson's Palace. I did it a lot. They offered me a spot to get in. Like, oh, you're probably.
Do it open. Stay so far. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
All right, we have Coach Dan Engelstad. He's going to do an opening statement, and then we can do questions.
Obviously, not the result we were hoping for, especially with the first half that we played. But the message to the guys in the locker room was just how proud I was of their fight. I thought our entire group came together tonight and played some really good basketball against a really good basketball team. We knew they were going to make a run in the second half, and we knew how good Akinjo is. And for us, we knew it was a matter of time before he tried to take the game over, and unfortunately for us, he got hot. And credit to them, I thought they made some good adjustments. Their press really changed the game in the second half and sped us up a little bit. We were able to break it a few times and get some easy layups. But I told the guys one of the things that impressed me is that when they made their big run, we were actually able to extend the lead back out. So we were able to take the punch and then push it. And I just thought at the end we wore down a little bit, and their size and athleticism took over. But that's a great basketball team we played. Really proud of our effort. But I told them that we're obviously not satisfied. A big thing for us is we're looking to the future and looking forward to getting in our gym on Saturday and just trying to learn from this experience, because we still are a young group. But I think today they showed that we got a chance to be pretty good. We got a chance to be pretty good.
I know that Votto and Jalen both had their moments last year. To be able to have that carry over and see that progress, how significant is that for you as you
Yeah, and not a surprise though. We were so young last year, and physically the bodies were smaller. And I'm very fortunate to have a great staff, and they develop. And you can see that their bodies look different. They've put on weight, and for us, it's really a great reward as a coach to see them get better. And so we're not surprised by it, just because these guys are fearless, and they've played against a lot of these guys before on the AAU circuit. And Votto is a player that he's going to put himself up against anybody, and Jalen Gibbs loves these moments. So not surprised, but happy. And for us, like, the biggest thing for our program is we showed this in spurts last year as well, is just trying to find consistency. So hopefully this is a start of us being a more consistent basketball team.
What was the message to your guys when they deployed the various presses, including that 2-2-1 full denial? What did you tell your guys how to handle it?
Yeah, we told them to stay poised. We knew that they were going to run and jump a little bit too and send two at us. Told Damian to try to beat it around the side, and we were able to get it up the sideline a few times, and we were able to get a couple layups. A couple times we dribbled the ball, and they got us from the back, and we didn't see it coming, and it was either back tap or a turnover there. A couple times we just didn't catch the ball. But their size and athleticism sped us up a few times. We got a couple times where we got to the basket, and we didn't make it. And and I thought that was a big turning point and a difference in the game.
Talk about the success of your downhill action, your screen and roll action, your handoff action in the first half.
Yeah.
You were able to get into the lane and make it happen.
Yeah, they were sitting a little bit further back than they did in the second half, so we were able to get into our stuff easier. And I really liked what we were generating. I thought we were getting some good looks, and Damian had a really good first half of making the right read. And as soon as Votto made a couple, our offense is, if you couldn't space it out, like, we're going to be able to get to the roll. And we got a couple easy buckets. And, that's one thing. We didn't think we could throw it inside and go one-on-one, but we thought we could get a little bit off the roll tonight. And I thought Malik and Nana and Colin got a couple easy ones, which helped open it up in the first half for us.
So you mentioned your staff's teaching prowess. Elaborate on that. I mean, what do they provide? How do they train you guys?
Well, going into when I got the Mount job, I knew kind of what we were inheriting, and we were the youngest team in the country last year with no juniors or seniors on the roster. So I knew that it was going to be a lot about development. And I've known these guys for a long time. Coach X was the one guy on staff that I didn't know previous, but I knew he was a head coach, and he just loves the game. So for me, it wasn't about getting recruiters. It was about getting guys that know how to get in the gym and know how to get guys better. And I'm very fortunate to have that, and it's an important piece for our program. And I think that was evident today with some of the strides that these guys were able to make against an elite team like Georgetown.
Do you think you can carry lessons over from this game to your other 4 high majors I think you have on this game?
Well, that was the message too. Ultimately, I said, hopefully we're looking at a locker room just like Georgetown's going to look at theirs, and hopefully we're an NCAA tournament team. That's the goal. Will always be the goal. One of my things is, and the message that I'm giving to recruits and given to our players, is that we want to graduate young men that feel attachment to Mount St. Mary's, and we want to go to the NCAA tournament, and we want to win games. So for us, we have to play in these environments because these are the teams we're going to play. So going to Washington, going to Kentucky, I know that they've got heck of ball clubs, but my thing is I just want our guys to keep fighting, and that was the message that I was proud of their fight tonight.
All right. Good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you, man. We got tired, man. Our guys were cramping. I called the timeout. I saw my guy cramp.
Keep it up.
Is my family behind? No, I did. They're right behind. I'll be up. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Congrats. Good luck, coach.
Okay, that's why.
2 years ago.
Didn't think I remember seeing it.
This is the first year he's had it.
Oh, he didn't. But he's got this little kid right here. They almost he came out, he really didn't have, after he graduated, he didn't have that. Oh, you did? He went out. That's the little kid, but he didn't have a pump. This is his second year. He was still an assistant. Okay. He was a head coach for reasons. He might have coached or played there too. Oh, okay. He played under Milan.
I've been to 6, 7, 8, 9.
At Holy Cross.
Yeah, he played at,
Why?
well, he played referee for Brown, I assumed it was Mount, but yeah. one of the-
And he coached him.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, he coached him. That's what I know.
Somebody told me he's a,
I was surprised by seeing a number 0.
he went to Whitman.
He is a Montgomery County guy.
Yeah, so that's how I heard about him.
Good dude. Hard recruiter. Always fast though.
You knew him when he was coaching Brown?
Holy Cross. Holy Cross and the head job, I think, of somebody, Division
It was like some school in Vermont or something.
Division 3.
I assume he knew everybody at every level, so I wasn't questioning.
You know, but good guy, man. Good guy. They really busted their ass at Holy Cross, they just couldn't get over the hump. They lost Thompson, graduated, they didn't count with that. Good dude. No doubt.
Anyone really think, besides, yeah.
Today, I like 44, just gotta play hard. You gotta be out there. Who? Yes. For Georgetown? Yeah. Who, 40, 30, 44?
So this one could get on.
He didn't look good initially, he was terrible. But it's probably them too, though. But if we touch green,
First.
anytime he can roll to the basketball, roll to the position, post up position.
On what?
Skip the ball to the other side and let him go set up. He
It's
contributed
like
on
song
it,
here.
as he did in the second half. He did nice. Yeah, played nice. But he has to demand the ball. He just can't sit back. He has to demand the ball. Can't play aggressively.
Actually, I guess it's
Run the floor. He has to demand more. Good head, not a good switcher.
He was the,
I think he's
co-founder, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
He was in charge of it.
yeah, I read something written by him.
He was in charge of it.
Yeah.
I should never be like dummy with that. Like, we met. What school were you in?
So
It's kind of setting stuff in line.
comparing them being from here, so you're in second half, let's say, it'll be
I'm hoping it's a good
Yeah.
conference, at least
but
to
even
bring out a
when
few
they're
players.
playing, they're both out. So if I said who's the actual best player right now, because I was thinking that, because
I just want to get shot of them all, because I don't have anything from the team.
better off.
I don't know.
Jeez.
They're all old. Haven't had traction yet.
I scored 16 points. I can't
Yeah,
just
yeah.
count those that I didn't get.
Wow.
And I'm counting sort of the general level here, I'm not going
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. Oh, man.
show you how close that is.
I mean, they're all old.
I guess I'll think.
I hope it wouldn't be Quinn Cook, but it might. No, it can't be. It can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it can't be. But who else is available though? Yeah. Dang, it might be Quinn Cook. You refuse to accept it, right?
Yeah, I refuse to accept that.
It's you, right?
You might be right, man.
And even if it is, even if it is, it says a lot of things are right now. But to be able to go up to that and playing, that's, this is just one guy that makes everything so different.
How about Grant? One of the Grant brothers. How about Grant?
Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy, yeah. Jeremy,
Yeah, I was trying to think of who was the biggest.
Jeremy's better than him.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Patrick, what was the biggest change for you after you guys were down 19 to win this game?
They woke up. They woke up. I thought that we applied. We used our press in the second half, the majority of the second half, and I thought that helped them to get things going. In the first half, we missed. We were 1 for 10 from three, and I'd say about 60% of them were open, wide open shots. And one of the things I talked to them about in the second half is it's a make or miss league. You have to step up and make them, especially when you're wide open.
How important was it for Kenjo to make a couple of shots for you to get into that full court pressure?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I told him today, I thought that this was one of the best games, since he's been here. Not only scoring, but also facilitating, stepping up, making shots, playing great defense. He played a great all-around game.
Omer, how did you feel your first game playing for the Hoyas, and how did you feel your performance was?
The first half was not as good as I wanted. As a team, as a personal play. Second half, things changed. We woke up, as Coach said, and with the press, we just shifted something. It just got us going. It got us aggressive, and once we're aggressive, we crash, we run, and it helped us big time. And it felt amazing, to be honest. So we came back from 19. I think that's also a good signal for the team.
Coach, curious what your thoughts are on the pick and roll defense tonight. What needs to change, and are you comfortable with your guys, your centers, hedging as much as they do?
It's still something that we're working on, and there's something that we're going to do. Not say if we're going to continue to do it, but we have to do a much better job of doing it. Not only the centers, as a team.
James, 17-year, 20 points in the second half. What were you able to take advantage of after halftime? What was developing for you after?
I really just, I seen the same thing I saw in the first half. But in the first half, I feel like we didn't shoot the ball well as a team. So in the second half, I wanted to come out and be a little bit more assertive because I feel like we need that extra boost of scoring and that extra boost of energy to get the crowd going so we could, play harder and get some stops.
Kenjo, the press was effective, but so was your man-to-man defense on zero. Talk about locking in on him. the second half?
Well, as a guard, you know, when an opposing guard gets going, you know, I'm a point guard. I have to be a leader of the team. I kind of want to take that challenge and that responsibility, you know. But it wasn't just my defense. You know, it was our team defense. You know, Mir and the other bigs hedging. You know, us being on the nail help side. You know, so while I did play some good defense, my team it ultimately helped me stop them.
James, you know this team really well. What do you think the slow start was due to?
You know, we got 6 new faces. You know, so while we practice with each other every day, you can't simulate a game. A scrimmage, none of that can simulate the intensity of a game. You know, so I think a little bit of it was coming out and trying to figure everything out. But I feel like we just missed a lot of shots also. You know, any team really, you know, when you make shots, it's easy to play defense. When you miss shots, it's kind of hard to defend. So that's really it.
Coach, do you have an injury status on Josh LeBlanc?
No injury status. We'll see what happens next game.
Patrick, as this goes on now, as you move forward, just stressing the importance of the effort on the defensive end, which opens up the offensive end for you. How big is that for this team?
It's very big. You know, that's one of the things that we've been talking about from this summer. Last year we could score with anybody, but our defense was our Achilles heel. And we talked about, you know, picking it up. It starts with individual defense and then, you know, also our team defense. Tonight in the first half, it was non-existent. You know, we still have to continue to work on it. But, you know, like James said, you know, and when you're doing it in practice, you know, it's you can't really tell if you're improving on it until the game starts. And tonight we did not improve on it until the second half.
It's nice to know, though, that you can press when you need to, but just the overall defensive effort has to be there.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. You know, you can only tell how good you are, you know, as a team or individually when you're playing against other people. We do have guys that, especially some of the new guys that can guard, but, you know, we need to do a better job of not only guarding your own man, but also team defense. And we got burned in the first half and in the second half with some when they spread us out and gave up some roll baskets.
Any other questions?
What do you need out of that second 5-man unit that included a lot of inexperienced players that you used to spell that first group in the first half?
We need them to continue to grow. It's not going to just happen overnight. We do have some talent on that group. It's going to take some time for them to gel and become a more cohesive unit.
Coach Javon Blair 0 for 4 from 3 tonight. What do you need to see from him?
Step up and make them. Make those shots. He's a shooter. I told him after the game.
Do you envision his role as being the sharpshooter of this team, kind of replacing Greg from last year?
That's part of his role. That's one of the things that, like I said, I told him. When Chris Mullin was wide open, he makes them. When Larry Bird was wide open, he makes them. When Reggie Miller was wide open, he makes them. He was wide open, step up and make them.
James, what was the feeling amongst the players being down 19? Was the belief there that you just needed to start making shots?
Yeah, I mean, we know how talented we are as a team. So when we was down 19, we not once ever got down on ourselves. Everyone was in the locker room. We was all picking each other up, and we knew we just had to step it up on the defensive end.
Final question. Patrick, did you have to get your suits resized this season?
Yes, I did. But, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.